So the last video I made a statement in it talking about how I think Hazard Zone is the future of Battlefield. The savior, if you will. And I really do believe this, and I want to talk about it. If you guys missed the last video, to recap, and I'll leave a link down in the description below, but I truly believe that Battlefield is basically trying to force out its player base and adapt. From a business standpoint, I understand it. From a fan of the franchise, I don't want to see it change. So, if you want to know more about that video, that'll be down below, but without going over it, I feel like they need to basically evolve, and the franchise is not necessarily booming on its own. It's not growing, it's not attracting new players. It just doesn't follow the models that these other ones do. Hero shooters, skins, microtransactions, so on and so forth. And the community always pushes back at these. We saw it with Boris during Christmas with that coat. That was enough to just get people rioting. On the heels of the issues with Firestorm, they decide to launch 2042 as a sort of Tarkov or Hunt Showdown-esque experience and change direction and development halfway through the cycle, right? If they're choosing to do something like that on the heels of absolute rejection from something like Hardline and Firestorm, when they just weren't received well at all, it means to say that the community is expendable, and they want to replace us with people that are okay with the direction that gaming is going. What that means for us as fans of the game is that, well, we either adapt and accept the new change, or we lose the franchise we love, because I think where we are right now, I don't think it's going backwards. I don't think we're going back to classes in traditional Battlefield, and I think the only way that happens is if something else that they build is successful enough to fill that void of growth. So, enter Hazard Zone. If they can somehow build Hazard Zone up, turn it into something absolutely amazing, I think it can be to Battlefield what Warzone is to Call of Duty. And if they do this, and it's successful, and they build a Tarkov-like experience, or a Hunt Showdown-like experience, and put it free to play, add microtransactions, it's going to attract a huge player base of people, and even be an entry point into the franchise, where they might actually go over and try to play the multiplayer and enjoy it. So that's what I think. I think the only way to retain Battlefield as we know it is by them developing something entirely new and having it coexist alongside what we have. Otherwise, the base game, the multiplayer that we know, has to evolve. And that evolution is going to turn a lot of people away. And myself included, which I'm willing to accept. I was okay with the Specialist, but it's going to keep going further. More skins, more creativity, more color. And it's just going to lose the grittiness, the teamwork element that we've always grown so fond of and used to up until now. And I think that is the direction that I see, but I think Hazard Zone saves us. I think they can continue down the path of Battlefield that we know it traditionally if they have something else to draw in the new crowd. If they have something else to generate more money through microtransactions, because if that stuff stays over in Hazard Zone, they can do what they want with the multiplayer. I mean, of course, it could still adapt, it still could change, and they could start throw Specialists inside of that. It's possible. But I think the only way that we keep Battlefield as we know it, and they ever go back to classic Battlefield, is if they do something really interesting with Hazard Zone. So I wanted to throw this video together to talk about that. I know you guys were asking, why do I think Hazard Zone's important? I am currently working on a video talking about what Hazard Zone needs to do to become that thing that we need to save this franchise as we know. And I will put that up on the channel. If you guys haven't subscribed, be sure to do that and tick the bell so you don't miss when that video drops. And I will catch you with that upload in the next couple of days while I iron out those details. I do think I have the recipe for success for Hazard Zone. It may be very hard for you guys to see it right now, but I truly do believe that it can be something absolutely amazing for the franchise and really help bring in a lot of new eyes and do it in the right way. So that is my speech on the situation. I think Hazard Zone is more important than Portal. I think it's more important than the multiplayer because it's what allows them to have growth and the money and success that they want without basically changing the foundation that built the experience that we know. So let me know what you guys think down below. Again, I have that video up for you soon. Thanks for your love and support, and I'll see you with that one in a couple days.